great to find more sites that help with math. This one particular site, called Create a Graph, is an excellent site and easy to use for creating a graph for data management. And it's great. What you get to do is you get to choose what kind of graph you want, what data, how you want it to appear, customize it, and then preview it before you do anything, all online. Very friendly site. Let's go to a bar graph. Let's say, for example, I want to create one. Now, along the side, you see the red arrow are all the tabs that tell me how to build this graph. So I'm doing a bar graph. The direction can be however I want it to appear. I'm going to choose vertical for this example. I can change the shape. I'll leave it as rectangle. And what background color, what grid color, and you can play around with this. Now, the next tab is where you enter the data. So I could give the graph a title. This is my class's favorite food. And this is where you can reinforce, well, what does the x-axis mean and what does the y-axis? The x-axis is the food. The y-axis, the number of people who like it. Now, you can customize this, and it's really about playing around and previewing to see how you can adjust your graph. So for this example, I'm going to use 5 pieces of food. And I could use one group, which would be just one bar graph. Or I could do 2. I could have it 2 groups, boys and girls. So let's do that for example. Group 1 is the boys, what they liked. Group 2 is the girls. I can choose a color of the bar graph that I want to represent that. Boys are yellow. Let's have girls as green. Now, item is what is the item that is going to appear. Now, each of mine is a food. So in our survey, I asked about pizza. So pizza in class, who likes salad, their favorite food if it's French fries, and chicken fingers. Now what's great is you can enter in anything, whatever has been studied in class around data management, and then tacos. Now the value is actually a number, and this is depending on how you've set it up. For this example, let's say out of 31 students, when I took the survey, I had 5 boys say they liked pizza and 4 girls say they like pizza. And this is their favorite. Salad, maybe 2. Girls, salad, maybe 3. I don't know how realistic that is. Probably not a lot of kids like salad that much. But French fries, 7 said. 2 girls. Chicken fingers, maybe 3 boys, 1 girl. And tacos, maybe 2 and 2, for a total of 31. So I've entered in my data. I have the groups. I've chosen and written in what each item is. Now, let's look at some customizing. I can choose what font I want. I can choose the position of where the words show. I can choose the font size. Maybe I'll choose 18. Maybe the font I'll choose as 18, a little bit bigger. I could actually show labels, and this is where you can play around with it. But honestly, this is the best part of this. I don't have to send it and then start all over again. I can preview it. Now I can see what that graph will look like if I print it or save it. My class's favorite food. Automatically, everything's put into graph format. I could update it and go back and change things. I could go back to the data and change it, change the labels, and look at the preview. Let's say I adjust and actually there was 7 and there was only 5 here. I go back to preview and you see the adjustment right like that at your fingertips. So, or I could start over, but this is great as well. Printing and saving. I could actually email this graph to my teacher. I could download it as a PDF and actually have a copy that cannot be changed, or I could just print it. So give it a try. Play around with Create a Graph and create a graph for yourself. Let's see. I might want to download it. Maybe I'll download it, see what happens. It's going to take a little while. It gives me this option, download, and I'm going to choose a PDF, download as a PDF, and I can have it open. And now I have a PDF copy of my graph that I could actually save and print and do what I need to do to show that I understand data management. And that's a little intro to Create a Graph.